was supposed to go back into work. Builder messaged me last night as cancelled the job, he hasn't got it ready. So it's late notice, so I couldn't pull anything else forward. So yeah, we're not in today. So again, thought we'd do a little video. On the videos, I've only been doing these videos about 4 weeks now, and I'm really quite surprised at the response we got. Getting all the views, getting all the likes and stuff like that. It seems like the difficult thing is to get subscribers, and I don't want to be one of those annoying people saying subscribe to my channel, but I'm kind of halfway there to qualifying to being a proper sort of like YouTube creator. So yeah, I mean, it's getting there, but maybe another month or so like that, if it's going as strong as it is, I should be up there. But yeah, I'm getting a bit of impatience. So if you do like the video, please do give that a subscribe. And we've got plenty more videos coming up about all sorts of different subjects. There's so much to talk about with plastering. It goes on and on and on. So yeah, we get lots of comments and stuff like that. Very helpful comments. I mean, doing these videos is teaching me quite a lot of stuff. You know, there's different people suggesting different ways. You know, different plasterers have different ways of achieving the same effects. I think plastering is probably one of the most diverse trades you can get, with all the different methods of getting a wall flat, and you know, you play to your strengths. Some people like to rule things off, some people like flexi trails, some people like carbon trails. It goes on and on and on. So all I'm doing is just showing you what I do. So one comment in particular, guy Richard Quinn, he enjoyed the video about the different types of hawks you can get, and he asked me to do one about hop-ups and elevations, and you know, what I tend to use and what I think are good. And I thought that's a brilliant idea, because I have actually got a lot to say about hop-ups. So without going on too much, let's get into it. I do actually have one of the regular sort of type of hop-ups that came out. They've been going for quite a while. These hop-ups, I believe this is just a Wix one. I think it was about 25 quid, 30 quid, I'm not sure what they're going for these days. So this is the regular size sort of hop up. Okay, they're all right, they're not too bad. When these first came out, they were a bit of a game changer, I gotta admit. But then they started bringing out all sorts of different sizes of them. Some that were a bit taller, some that were a bit longer. And that's when we started getting problems with this particular design of hop up. Now if we take a look, the structure is in here, so these obviously clamp down, and we got this weak point here. Got that? This comes over, catches on, locks it into position. Now it looks like the rest of it's made in like an aluminium, but this is obviously, because it's rusting, it's a harder steel, yeah. So the weak points, this size hop up would take it, but the weak points would be here or here, and this is where they'd eventually snap. So if it was a bit taller or a bit longer, there'd be so much more leverage and pressure on this particular joint that they wouldn't last that long. So the regular size ones were the way to go. And if you wanted a little bit more height, a beer crate on top. I've had this quite a while, and I think it's a crate. I used to be able to get big crates everywhere. You can't get them anymore. I think I paid 20 quid for this on eBay. It's very old again. What we've done to make it a little bit stronger, because the actual reel will deteriorate and crack, so we've just screwed just a bit of old OCB board, it looks like, onto there, and it makes it much more sturdy. This one I think is a crate that can kind of take, maybe it's not, the bigger bottles, so it's a little bit taller. So what we used to do, put your crate on top, and there's your extra height. So that one down there is great for, you know, a medium-sized room. Maybe it's a little bit small. If you're in a really, really small room and you don't need that much height, then the crate is just as fine as it is. Okay, the drawback with these, and it's always kind of annoyed me a little bit, when you fold them up, they don't fold up flat. It makes storage a little bit tricky. I mean, that's it folded. You know, it takes up quite a bit of room even when it's folded. But, you know, it is what it is, and it's been good. I don't use it for plastering anymore. I leave it in here, in my lockup. And I just use it to get to the higher shelves. Right, let's have a look at some other hop-ups. It's much bigger. I was a bit dubious because of all the trouble we had with the other hop-ups that were sort of like this sort of length. This is the Pro platform by Werner. It was the first one, and somebody had really thought about these. They got the handle in there, so you know when it's in its its legs are out, you can just pick it up real quick. Very convenient. I liked the way that you didn't have the grooves all in it, so plaster was less likely to get stuck in it. It's much easier to scrape off. And then look how flat it is. The legs actually fold to the outside. It's very simple to use. Pulled a little bolt out, spring loaded. On the other side. And it's up, ready to go. Now, the structure here that takes the strength is much better. It doesn't rely on that plate so much. This step here comes, it just locks into position. With the way that the legs come outside, it's just much more sturdy, and I find that this is a great hop-up. It's lasted me quite a long time. No troubles with it. It's still going strong. It's simple. It's I can't think of anything bad to say about this hop-up. The only thing that is a little bit bad about this hop-up is the length of it, and I love the length of it, but the problem is, if for whatever reason you start using one of them, you quite easily forget you're on a smaller one and then walk straight off the end of it. That's happened a few times. So yeah, this is the Platform Pro, and this is ones, these were, I think this was about 60 quid. But it's a little bit old, so maybe the price has gone up a little bit. So that was a good hop-up, and I was well pleased with that purchase. And then I saw one of these. Again, by Werner. I think this was £95. Same in length. Slightly different style. But let's have a look at this, shall we? Got the handle on the top again so you can move it around. It is fairly heavy, much heavier than the other one. To get the leg out, pull these in like so. The leg comes out, and then down here you can see there's another button. Hang on, there's another button there. Here. Get the other side out. I've got to admit, one of these buttons is playing up a little bit. So we've got the extra length. Hit this button here. Got some extra height there. So there's the actual height you're getting on there. And it's like having the crate on there. And of course, make sure you're careful, you're getting a little bit higher. There's nothing stopping you put a crate on top of this as well. So this was, I believe, yeah, like I say, 95. I think they're about 140 now. Purchased them both from Wix. I really like it. Like I say, you can adjust to whatever height you want. Okay, it locks in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 10 settings there. All the controls, the movements, because when you go plastering, anything with moving parts gets clogged up with plaster. I love the way they've kept it all inside. It really reduces plaster getting in there. All the controls underneath. And what saves me on this one as well, I tend to keep my hop-ups on the roof of the motor. Reason being, I find it weathers a lot of the plaster off of them when it rains, when it gets hot. I've hardly cleaned that at all. It's got some one coat render on it. That's stuck on there pretty good, but you know, it will come off. So that's the hop-ups. Let's have a look at this. This ladder. This is made by Young Man. Young Man. It's great. It unfolds into a 3 or 4 meter ladder. So you, and it works as a step ladder. So you bang these in, and then the whole thing finds a position, and then becomes the step ladder. bang them again on the outside, then it will go to the next setting and it will become a regular ladder. I don't tend to use it as a regular ladder, to be honest with you, because I don't trust this when it's out to its full stretch. I've had it up against the house and I've actually been able to get, you know, into guttering with it, but it does flex a lot. I don't really like it too much. It's a bit scary, you know. Hopefully you can see on camera. I've got 2 of these. This allows us to adjust the height of the step ladder. Again, you can do both sides independently, and I've found this has been a lifesaver in some like really awkward stairwells, and it goes up the stairs. Obviously you can have it regular, both set at the same height. It's really quite a tall one. It's a great hop up ladder. And what I like about it, so you get the setting as you did before, find the hole, which is on one of the steps, and that locks into place. And what I like about it is you've got the rungs up both sides, so you can stand on the ladder and be really balanced. Okay, and that could be at full height. So drawbacks to this ladder is it's really heavy. So sometimes it is a bit hard, and I say again, I keep it on top of the roof of the van. It does need these joints and everything lubricating quite regularly to keep them going. As you can see, it can be a bit of a bugger to bang around in the tight stairwell. What else is bad about this ladder? Just the weight of it, really. I think it is heavy, but I tell you what, when I've got it up and I've been on some other floppier, lighter ladders, I feel pretty safe on this. I've never come off of it. It's a good ladder. Can't remember how much this cost. I'm going to guess on that one, it's like 150 quid. But yeah, that's great. That is a great ladder. So that's pretty much it. That's what I use. Doing the general sort of stuff I do, you know, small extensions, you know, nothing too big. I might have a house or something to do. But that's what I normally get by on. Anything more, you need anything more than that, you're going into scaffold territory. So for light work, yeah, they're the things I use, and I totally recommend those Werner longer ones. Like the only drawback is sometimes you can't use them if the room's that small, like a toilet, downstairs toilet or something like that. But yeah, so there you go. That's my little review of the hop-ups that I use. So thanks for watching again. Nice little quick one. Hopefully the builder will contact me later and I can go to work tomorrow. I'm trying to pull something else forward, but you know, that's what it's like when you're self-employed. You know, these things happen. You can't see all the future all the time, so it's just one of those. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll get back to you when we do some more videos, which shouldn't be too long. Take it easy.